Welcome, everyone, to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hope everybody is having a great day. So, let's take a look at our email and see what we have going here. Tim still wants money, which at almost $9,000, we might be able to pay him and at least own 10% of this business. Maybe let me know down in the comments if you think I should go ahead and spend that $5,000 and buy part of the business. Because I'm sure at some point I can buy even more of the business, I'm assuming, because the sign out here says I need to own 25% of the company to change its name, and I don't think I own any of it just by working here. So, anyway, I digress. So let's check out what Oli has going on. Hi, mate. So I went to a regional tournament yesterday, and when I was getting off the train, I bumped into someone and dropped my rig. Won't turn on anymore. I think the motherboard is cracked or something. So angry about it. We've not got much money right now, but ma'am has offered to help pay for repairs. I think she's come around after she saw the prize money last time. She even said I'm not allowed to take the train anymore. She's going to drive me next time. Anyway, if there's anything you can do, I would be so grateful. Thanks, mate, Oli. So he needs a new motherboard. So he's got the Mortoni H170, so let's accept that, and we will go ahead and hop into the shop here. And let's just order another one. Okay. Let's see. So this is a new build. Hey, can I trust you to build me a decent computer? I'm a bit obsessed with performance. Does 3676 sound reasonable for a benchmark score? I've seen those AIO water coolers on the internet. I want one. I read that NZXT parts are really good. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. They've got a budget of $1,035 for a new PC, so let's go ahead and accept that one. Let's see, they also want a PC. Hello! So I need a new PC. I've been fighting Adobe Photoshop CC, a recommended spec, and it's winning. Benchmarking your changes is really important, don't you think? I'm a total AMD fanboy. Lots of love, Dave. So Dave's got a budget of $1,250 and wants a PC that can run Adobe Photoshop at the recommended spec. So let's accept that. So let's see. Photoshop. Recommended. So it needs a GTX 960 and an Intel Pentium G4500. So let's take a look in the part ranking. G4500. Let's see. So the nearest AMD part would be a Ryzen 3 quad-core 1200. So we'll put one of those, and then at least a GTX 960. Let's see what that is in AMD. 950, 960. So an R9 280 or better. I think I've got an RX 470 in the inventory, and we'll see maybe if that fits into the budget. So I'm going to take a little break like usual. I'll get something put together for this one. I'll come back and show you guys, and then I'll get something put together for this one, and I'll come back and show you guys. So I will see you in just a moment. Okay. So ignore this top one. That's for that Oli guy. For the Photoshop build, we've got a A320M motherboard, a Ryzen 3 quad-core 1200, a Cooler Master, excuse me, Master Liquid 240, 2 sticks of Team Group T-Force Dark Silver 8 gig, a Corsair Force Series SSD, and an NZXT S340 case. I've also got a RX 470, an MSI RX 470 in my inventory, a Cooler Master 450 watt power supply, and a Seagate Barracuda 4 terabyte drive that we're going to put in that build. And let me figure out this other build for the 3D Mark one here. Let's see. For the $1,035 budget, and I'll be right back. All right. So for this build, the 3676 3D Mark score, we're going to get another one of these, a Mortoni H170, so I've got 2 of those. We're going to put a i3 6100 in there, an NZXT Kraken M22. I believe that's the 120 millimeter version. Some ADATA RAM, 2 4 gig sticks. I believe it is 2666 MHz. A GeForce GTX 1060 Gaming X Plus, Xi'an Power King 350, a 1 terabyte Barracuda, a 120 gigabyte ADATA SSD, and we're going to put that into an NZXT S340 Elite, the black and blue version. So I'm going to go ahead and order all that stuff. We'll end of the day, and that way everything will come in and we'll get to work. Let's go end our day. And that way we can get everything in. Go to work. So let's start off. Let's fix Oli's computer here. Hopefully he knows it's the motherboard. Those came out weird. Let's get his graphics card out of the way. We'll start unplugging all the cables. Let's get his processor out. We'll get all this RAM out of here. So for some reason he felt like he needed 32 gigs of RAM. I believe this was originally a Dota 2 build. And let's get the motherboard out. Okay. Let's see. Where am I looking for? Motherboard. It indeed says that it is broken. Let's sell that and get our $3. Let's get him a new one in there. That must have been an incredibly hard drop to break that motherboard. Well, let's get his CPU in. Now let's get all these opened up so we can get all of his RAM installed. RAM. Of course, it's all the way at the bottom of the list. And one more. Okay. Get some thermal paste on there. And let's get the cooler back on. We'll go ahead and plug that cable in. Let's get his graphics card installed. And let's start wiring stuff back up. Let's see. Get this. Man, that is a long cable. Goes all the way around there. I think that's everything. Let's get it plugged up and make sure she starts up. All right. Let's get the side panel put back on and it's ready to go. Let's power it down. And we'll get it out here. Be shipped out. Let's get our build sticky notes. So let's see. B-Bell. B-Bell. That's going in the Elite case, I believe. It looked like we had some more emails too, so that's good. Let's get those cases up. And we'll start on this one. This one was going to be the i3. We'll need that motherboard. Okay. I'll go ahead and take all these parts off while I'm at it, because we'll need access to the rest of this case. Let's go ahead and get their i3 in there. Now let's get some thermal paste on it. Let's see. What do we get for RAM? This, no, it wasn't that. I think it was this. Was it this? I think it was the ADATA. Getting the two builds mixed up now. Well, let's hope it was this RAM. Let's get the cooler. I think the Kraken was for the other. Let's see. Let me go check the email. B-Bell, right? B-Bell. So NZXT. So yes, the Kraken's for this one. Cooling. Let's see. Do we want to run it to the front? Actually, let's remove this case fan. I'm going to put that in the front and put the cooler up here in the top. So let's get our cooler. Will it not install at the top? Oh, maybe it won't. Nope. Well, let's install it in the front. think I'm still going to install this fan that I pulled out back in the front. I'm assuming it was one of these. Oh, it won't fit there. So I guess it's going back in the top. I've never actually built an NZXT case. We'll call that good. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Let's see, we're going to have to pull this one. And probably this one. We had the 1060. Okay. Get our power supply. Oh, that's right. We've got to remove this ring. Get our power supply in. Put the screws in it for no reason. Let's get that PSU mount back on there. Let's get our storage. I think this one had the 1 terabyte and then the 120. So we get the 120 put in. Oh, it'd look cool there on the front. No, it's fine. And we'll get the 1 terabyte put in. And I believe we are ready to start cabling this guy up. Get everything plugged up here. And that there. Graphics card connected. I do believe that's everything. Let's get our mouse and keyboard and monitor. Whoops. All connected. And oh, we need our USB drive. And let's power it up. Let's see if we can get into the BIOS real quick. So what's our RAM? Let's turn the XMP on. I think that should be good. Yes. All right. Let's see what this does. Okay. Let's get 3D Mark installed. And let's get that running. Let's see if we can get a passing score. I'll cut away and we'll be back as soon as this is done running the benchmark. Okay, so 3676. Wasn't that exactly what they wanted? 3676. Excellent. So let's get this case put back together. Let's go ahead and power it down. Did I unplug something? Sure did. Really? Because I accidentally unplugged something, now I've got to run this test all over again. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'll be back again. Sorry about that. Okay, so we got that run, and we're back to our 3676. I will do my best not to accidentally unplug anything, but let's start getting this PC put back together. Now we'll get the backside put on here. Let's power it down because I need to unplug this. Whoops, that's not what I meant to grab. Oh no, I need the PCI lock. We'll get that put on. Let's get the glass side put on. And we are done. Let's get this put out in the hall. So I'm just about out of time for this episode. So in the next episode, we'll get working on this PC to run Photoshop. But before I go, let's go ahead and collect these that we got done anyway. And when we come back, let's see, we've unlocked some another 1060. We've got a couple of 3 emails here. So we will do that in the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you want to catch more of my content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon next to it to be notified as soon as another one of my videos goes live. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next episode.